This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks all around the world. Here now the news for February 5th, 2024. A guest on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority PeopleMover at the Magic Kingdom evacuated from the ride when it stopped on January 30th without any cast member assistance. The woman was riding the PeopleMover at night when it came to a stop, and rather than wait for instructions from a cast member, she climbed out of her vehicle and began walking along the track. The first clip in the video you're looking at now shows her walking away from the vehicle as one of the guests behind the camera sarcastically says bye. And in the second video clip, the woman encounters two cast members on the PeopleMover track near the loading station, and rather than escorting her off the ride or back to a vehicle, the cast members appear to give her directions to the exit by pointing. The cast members and guests then go their separate ways down the track. Of course, evacuating a ride without cast member assistance is dangerous and will usually result in being banned from Disney Park, but sometimes they'll just let you. Sometimes they don't even want to deal with it. They'll just let you walk off, but you shouldn't do it. Obviously, you don't work at that ride every day. You don't know what's dangerous about it, so you have no idea if that's a good or bad idea. It's always a bad idea. Disney has tested water in the flume of Tiana's Bayou adventure at the Magic Kingdom. They did that overnight as construction continues on the ride. More vines have been added to the legs of the Tiana's Foods water tower as well. The vines can be seen wrapping around the legs up to about the height of the scaffolding, and they're the same color as the other fake foliage, of course. The entire exterior is much greener than it once was. The top of the mountain also features white and pink flowers. The sidewalk has a section of brickwork with stones in a circle at the center, while railings run around most of the sidewalk, and they stop next to this brickwork. The tops of the large railing posts are covered in plastic. The other post tops resemble acorns. The dirt is much flatter in this entire area now. We expect to see more work here in the coming weeks. User Picasso243 shared the photo you're looking at now on WW Magic forums. It shows water flowing through the flume late at night. The water was drained before the morning, though. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is scheduled to open at the Magic Kingdom this year and Disneyland Park this year, but it should open earlier at the Magic Kingdom since they closed Splash Mountain first. C-3PO actor Anthony Daniels revealed at MegaCon in Orlando that he actually filmed something for the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser before the hotel ultimately closed. On Friday, February 2nd, Daniels hosted I Am C-3PO Meet Anthony Daniels. During the event, he said of the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, "Curiously, I was going to be in that hotel. I had shot a scene using motion capture. It was brilliant, but then, of course, they closed the hotel." Daniels didn't elaborate and added that Lucasfilm wouldn't want him to spoil anything, even something that was canceled. Of course, it's always possible the footage could still be used in some way. Daniels also didn't specify when the footage was filmed, whether it was while Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser was opening, was it before it opened. C-3PO could have been part of early plans for the hotel that were scrapped, or there could have been plans for future updates. In fact, we know there was. When we talked about the closure, we told you they kind of took the rug out from people at Imagineering. They were working on updates to the hotel. So this could have been part of those. Maybe they preemptively filmed stuff. Who knows? But in January of 2022, Daniels shared a photo on Instagram of himself at Ealing Studios in London in a new motion capture suit and tagged with hashtag C3PO. This was posted just a few months before the Starcruiser opened. The Imaginarium team at Ealing Studios also shared a photo with R2-D2 in November of 2021. It's possible but not confirmed that these were for the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Daniels also addressed the upcoming additions to Star Tours at Disneyland, Hollywood Studios, and Disneyland Paris. Of course, C-3PO is the host of the ride. He's the one flying the Starspeeder 1000. Daniels called this the second best job he's ever done, behind only Star Wars in Concert. Daniels was more tight-lipped about Star Tours than he was about the Starcruiser, neither confirming nor denying doing any work for the new scenes, just saying no spoilers. So the question was, were they working on original trilogy updates to Starcruiser before it closed? Was that the plan? We don't really know. We know updates were being worked on. Was C-3PO part of that? Did he film before? Was he cut from the hotel? We don't know. We just don't know. But there continues to be this shroud of mystery around the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser and its future, and what was planned, what wasn't, and what may be. And we'll, of course, keep you in the loop as we learn more. Speaking of the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, well, the gate that would take guests out to the box truck that would take them to the hotel at Disney's Hollywood Studios has now been turned into a check-in spot for Disney's PhotoPass Capture Your Moment private photo shoots. Of course, the Starcruiser closed permanently in September of 2023, and the gate that the Halcyon guests used to enter Star Wars Galaxy's Edge was blocked off in December after guests were tying ribbons to the gate in honor of the defunct experience. The space in a corner of a tunnel at Docking Bay 3 next to First Order Cargo is now where guests will check in for that Capture Your Moment session. Capture Your Moment is a 20-minute photo shoot it's available at various locations throughout Disney World. Disney began offering it in Galaxy's Edge in late January. One session is $99 and can include up to 8 guests. The photos themselves are not included, but guests can access them with Memory Maker or by purchasing them individually. During the experience, a PhotoPass photographer leads guests around the location of their choice, in this case Batuu, taking professional photos in front of different landmarks like the Millennium Falcon and the First Order Shuttle. The photographers also have props like lightsabers for guests to use. Capture Your Moment bookings are available on the Disney World website and can be made 60 days in advance. At Hollywood Studios, guests can also have a photo shoot at Toy Story Land, Hollywood Boulevard, or on Sunset Boulevard. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next magical vacation, from the Walt Disney World and Disneyland resorts to the Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. They're also able to book unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate park day. And the best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. Ice Cold Hydraulics has been painted on the side of a new Grand Avenue Coke kiosk at Hollywood Studios. The newly painted sign is on the side of the kiosk facing Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and its entrance. Below Ice Cold Hydraulics is Los Angeles, California. Ice Cold is in small black lettering above Hydraulics, which is in large red lettering, and Los Angeles, California is in black cursive. Ice Cold Hydraulics is at least the name of the business that occupies this building. You may know Grand Avenue is themed to current day Los Angeles. So what is it? The Figueroa Printing Company or something of the sort is the backstory of what the space that is Baseline Tap House used to be. So we assume a similar backstory is being used for this Coke kiosk, but man, this has been under construction for a long time. For those unaware, there has been essentially a rolling food cart that's been stationed here since Grand Avenue opened, pretty much. And this is an attempt to, I think they're trying to slowly get rid of these outdoor vending islands and replace them with permanent structures, and that's what they're doing here at least. So I don't know that Ice Cold Hydraulics is the name of this location, but it at least ties into the backstory of it. And of course, the other rumor is that you'll finally be able to walk into Grand Avenue. The offshoot of it that goes towards Muppet Vision, that wall will be blown out when this location opens. You'll be able to pass through more easily than you can today, where you have to walk halfway up the street and make that hard left, to Pizza Rizzo and Muppet Vision and the like. We've seen significantly more paint work being done on the new DVC Tower at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort since our last construction update, at least when facing the monorail track. The tower is made of 3 sections, with the center being the tallest, and during our passes on the monorail, we've seen crew members working in and moving in and out of the large opening on this end of the building. Plywood still covers several openings in the center of the building. The steel framework of an awning that was installed a few weeks ago now has paneling on top of it, and there are 2 awnings, one on each side of the building, hanging over the top floor. Painting has moved to the exterior of the building around the elevators. It looks like crews have already painted multiple coats of the cream brown paint. The lower part of the painted section is a lighter color than the rest. The windows of the elevators are covered in tarps while painting is going on, and we saw one crew member working on the wall to the lower left. Crews have also been installing sheathing on the balcony walls in this section of the building. There's sheathing on every other row of walls, and permanent balcony railings have still yet to be installed. Scaffolding has been erected around this end of the building where painting is still underway, and there are 3 shades of color here: a dark brown on the very end, followed by light brown, followed by a cream color. Since our last visit, the 3 colors have been more well defined with clear lines between them. There's also a strip of dark brown on a wall to the right. You know, I agree with people that we should wait to assess things until they're done, but this thing ain't getting better. It just isn't. I've actually seen renderings of the inside. They're not for public consumption yet, but I've seen what the inside's going to look like, and it's fine. It's not anything special. It doesn't feel like the Polynesian. This This feels so out of place, and just every step of the way, it doesn't seem to be getting better. And it's just such a monstrosity, right? You get on the monorail, and what I think is the moment where you see what Walt Disney had in mind when he envisioned Disney World is when the monorail leaves the Grand Floridian and goes towards the Magic Kingdom, that big sweeping turn around the edge of the Seven Seas Lagoon, and you look out over the vista, and there's the Contemporary and the Polynesian, and it's all very beautiful. There's then this giant, massive monstrosity behind the Grand Floridian now, and I just don't know how they're going to make it work. I don't see this turning around. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't think there's any going back on fixing this. I think that, that's going to be sold to people. It's deeded to them. You can't really take it away from them if you think it's a mistake later. So let me know in the comments. Do you think it's starting to look better? Do you think it'll look better when it's done? I just, if this was somewhere else, it'd be more okay. But the fact that it's at the Polynesian is what I think makes it hard to handle. The first windows have been installed on the Cake Bake Shop by Gwendolyn Rogers, a new table service restaurant and bakery coming to Disney's BoardWalk. Pairs of white window frames with panes of glass are now on each wall of the building's tower. When we last checked on the Cake Bake Shop construction, these were still just square holes in the building. There are 2 windows in each full wall of the tower, and a window is even visible on the wall that faces the rest of the building. Windows have yet to be installed on the dormer roofs or on the first floor. The restaurant and bakery are taking over what was the ESPN Club. It closed permanently in 2022. The Cake Bake Shop is supposed to open in 2023, but as you can see, it is well behind that deadline. The end of the Disney 100 celebrations and the start of 2024 have heralded a new line of pressed pennies across Walt Disney World, and we've cataloged all the designs on our website by location at wwnt.com. So this is actually, I know some people watching are probably like, why is this news? Our souvenir medallion and pressed penny sort of catalog posts are our most popular posts of the year. People love these, myself included. So we have posts. There's now a penny one to go along with it where you can find, we've cataloged every location. We have photos of what pennies are there to make it easy for you. We also have one for all the souvenir medallions as well. So go look for both of those at wwnt.com if you're going to be on the hunt for these on your next vacation. The Decorating Fanatics group on Facebook has shared leaked images of 2 new Haunted Mansion Halloween decorations that are coming to Lowe's this fall. There's a Beheaded Knight animatronic and a Master Gracey headstone. The leaked image shows a ghostly blue medieval-era knight with a tattered cape holding his head in his right hand. The animatronic is 6 feet tall and will reportedly cost $298.93. The decoration is inspired by a character created by Mark Davis, who appeared with his executioner and opera singer in the graveyard of the Haunted Mansion. The singing knight is voiced by Ernie Newton. This 2-foot-tall decoration, meanwhile, is a replica of the headstone for the Haunted Mansion Cemetery. We'll likely see official announcements and better photos of these Halloween decorations in the summer, but these items are coming, and I know people love to buy these Haunted Mansion decor pieces every year. You've heard us talking about renting DVC points through our friends at dvcrentalstore.com. Well, if you've rented points and gotten a taste of the DVC lifestyle of a Walt Disney World vacation, you might be thinking that it's time to jump in and join the club. But did you know you don't have to pay the price Disney charges for a DVC membership? In fact, you can save thousands of dollars when you buy resale contracts. Contact our friends at DVC Resale Market to find out how much you can save, and go to dvcresalemarket.com/WDWNT for more information. This is actually how I joined DVC. We have a resale contract for the Polynesian, which was 50% of the original price, which was great. And we got it, and we stayed in the bungalow, which was a once-in-a-lifetime magical thing. And I will certainly use those points to stay in that new monstrosity when it opens as well. So it's a great way to join if it makes sense for you. Magic Happens, the whimsical parade found at Disneyland Park, has finally returned, marking its first performance since October. It has 2 performance times, 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, but it's scheduled to perform just one of those 2 times per day on Monday through Thursday. On the first day of the return of Magic Happens, we noticed a few updates. First of all, starting at the beginning, 2 members of Magic's Entourage, the contemporary dance group that performs ahead of Mickey Mouse's float, have gotten a wardrobe update. The 2 twins of the group, seen in the front line with blue hair in the photo you're looking at now, have been refitted with significantly smaller hats than what could have been seen previously. I assume this is for the performer's health. The bigger the hat, probably the harder it is to manage. The float dedicated to the 2017 Pixar film Coco has gotten a new coat of paint and has had its florals reapplied. The dancers who perform ahead of the float for Frozen 2 have updated footwear. They're now wearing sneakers that blend in with their earth tone ensemble. Previously, they were just wearing dance shoes. And we noticed the flag spinners who perform ahead of the finale float are now a more diverse group with both male and female performers allowed. And finally, the finale float featuring Princess Aurora, Prince Philip, and the three good fairies from Sleeping Beauty has been repaired. The main tower, which has been broken since 2020, was fixed and restored to its original full height. You can watch the parade in its return form right here on our YouTube channel. New seasonal Mickey-shaped grape beignets have arrived at the Mint Julep Bar at Disneyland, and we gave them a try on a recent visit. Of course, the Mint Julep Bar is located in New Orleans Square, just off from the New Orleans Square train station, the Disneyland Railroad, right next to Tiana's Palace. The Mickey-shaped grape beignets are $5.99 for a pack of 3. You can read the review at DisneylandNewsToday.com. It's actually my review. Will you be Stitch's Valentine? I'm sure Jake will be. But in honor of the upcoming Holiday of Love, a new Magic Key Stitch straw clip will be available at Disneyland Resort. The straw clip is a sculpted figure of Stitch holding a pink heart to his chest. He's attached to a pink clip with a purple circular charm featuring the Magic Key logo. The straw clip will be available for purchase at Disneyland Resort beginning on Thursday, February 8th. While supplies last, they have not announced locations or price just yet. Jake, you getting this? Yep, he needs it. Of course, the Pixar Place Hotel at Disneyland Resort, formerly Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel, has officially opened. We stayed in a standard room first and then moved to a one-bedroom suite to check out the new Pixar decor. And they're completely new rooms. You can watch both of these room tours right here on the channel. We also have a full video tour of the entire hotel for you to watch. So between the 3 videos, you can watch the standard room, you can go through a one-bedroom suite, and then 37 minutes, I tour every inch of the building and the pool deck and everything. Please go check them out. The second Palpalooza for Tokyo Disneyland has been announced as Donald's Quacky Duck City. The first Palpalooza, Minnie's Funderland, kicked off on January 10th and is running through March 19th. Donald's Quacky Duck City will take over from April 9th through June 30th. Donald's Quacky Duck City imagines a world where Donald is a superstar. Decorations, entertainment, food, and more will all honor him as a great duck. A new parade, Quacky Celebration Donald the Legend, will debut for the Palpalooza. It'll take place 1 to 2 times a day and runs for about 35 minutes. There'll be 6 floats and approximately 65 performers and characters, including the first appearance of Pete. The characters will also have costumes in Donald's honor. Of course, Pete only debuted as a character in the Disney parks with the opening of Mickey's Toontown, the reopening, I should say, of Mickey's Toontown at Disneyland. This is the first time he will appear anywhere else, and including at Tokyo Disneyland. The park will become Donald's Duck City with various themed decor, and at the park entrance, the flower bed will feature Donald and bunting matching his outfit, and a Donald Duck marquee will hang behind it. In World Bazaar, a monument to the Donald the Superstar will be in place. The centerpiece is a large sculpture of Donald with his friends in their themed costumes below, and various trophies honoring Donald are on display. The plaza will become Duck City with special art on the ground and planter beds, plus banners in the castle forecourt. Starting April 1st, before the Palpalooza begins, guests can find special themed menus. There's the Duck Dive Pasta set. Set comes with fettuccine carbonara with beef sauce, topped with blue-colored cheese. An egg is used to make it look like Donald is diving into the meal. And for dessert, a cheesecake mousse filled with pineapple jam and topped with a Donald-shaped chocolate is there. Guests can find this and the drink at the Plaza Pavilion restaurant. The drink is the sparkling jelly drink with souvenir coaster. The drink comes with one of 3 souvenir coasters randomly selected. Going to be drinking a lot of sparkling drinks, I guess. There's also a special sundae. It's ice cream cones at Ice Cream Cones, which is the name. Believe it or not, that's the name of the ice cream place in World Bazaar. It's just called Ice Cream Cones. But they will have a special whipped cheese and mango sundae made to look like Donald is sticking out upside down from the cup. It has layers of blue jelly, diced mango, and whipped cream cheese. Of course, I can never forget for the 35th, they had what we called the Donald Duck Butt Choco Crunch ice cream. That was amazing. Special themed merchandise will be available beginning April 8th. There will also be a guest voting campaign where guests are asked to choose their favorite concept art for the Palpalooza. The winning design will be available as merchandise. Some of the items available include themed candies, There's also a pouch set, a clear folder set, a sticker set, postcard set, a towel set. My personal favorite, the Quack Quack sticks. They quack when shaken and will be available for 1,500 yen each. Meanwhile, the Disney Ambassador Hotel will have guest rooms themed to Donald's Quacky Duck City. Some of the room decor will include themed headboards and blankets. And art centering around the Palpalooza will adorn the walls. Specialty menu items will be available at the Ambassador Hotel as well, starting on the 8th, and the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel starting on April 1st. The Hyperion Lounge at the Ambassador will have Donald's Quacky Duck City cake sets. Meanwhile, starting on April 8th, day passes for the resort's monorail will have a themed design as well. And a vacation package will even be available that includes dedicated seating for the parade at either the Castle Forecourt or the Plaza Garden. Details have not been released for that package just yet. These Palpalooza events are getting crazy. Meanwhile, details have been announced for the Dreaming of Fantasy Springs event at Disney Sea, which will take place from April 9th through June 30th as well. Fantasy Springs is, of course, a new themed port at Disney Sea with sublands themed to Frozen, Peter Pan, and Tangled. It will open on June 6th. The event includes a special greeting, decorations, popcorn, countdown stickers, food and beverage, a Disney Resort Line monorail pass, and merchandise, and a special greeting as well. The Harbor Greeting themed to Fantasy Springs will perform 1 to 2 times a day at the Mediterranean Harbor. Each performance will take about 10 to 15 minutes and includes 3 barges. Mickey and Minnie will debut their special Fantasy Springs costumes in this offering. Also appearing, though, will be Elsa, Anna, Peter Pan, Wendy, Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Donald Duck, and Goofy. The park entrance in Mediterranean Harbor will be decorated for the event. There will also be a countdown until the grand opening in a window of the Emporio store, while a special display will be featured at the entrance to Passaggio Miracosta after dark. Both countdowns will start on April 7th, 60 days before the grand opening. Select popcorn wagons will offer unique popcorn boxes daily with a countdown to the grand opening. The countdown boxes will be available starting May 7th, 30 days before the grand opening. So you're hearing me correctly. There will be a different cardboard popcorn box every day for 30 days, counting down to the opening of a land. It's insane, absolutely insane. Guests can also request a Dreaming of Fantasy Springs sticker from cast members at the park entrance and at Mediterranean Harbor. Horizon Bay Restaurant will have Tangled-themed offerings starting April 1st. The meal will include potato and purple sweet potato potage, a hamburger steak with honey mustard sauce, your choice of bread or rice, a lemon cream cheesecake decorated like Rapunzel's hair, and your choice of soft drink. Who doesn't want to eat hair? Meanwhile, at the Yucatan Base Camp Grill, they will have a Peter Pan themed set, including a hamburger, a bone-in sausage. Let me stop for a second. Yes, that is a sausage they place on a bone and you eat it off of a bone. We'll also have cheese fries and buttered rice shaped like Skull Island. Could forget the famous scene in Peter Pan where he eats a hamburger. It also comes with a star-shaped lime and tropical fruit cake and your choice of soft drink. And over at Cafe Portofino, the Frozen theme set will come with seafood cream soup, coffee-flavored roast beef with mustard cream sauce, baked potatoes, and your choice of bread or rice with a coffee chocolate cake topped with Sven-style reindeer antlers. At Zambini Brothers Restaurant, the Fantasy Springs themed set will feature a spaghetti seafood carbonara, a berry mousse cake with a Fantasy Springs medallion, and your choice of soft drink. A sparkling peach and lemon drink is available at Zambini Brothers as well at Miguel's Eldorado Cantina. And I'm gonna go on my Miguel's Eldorado rant for a second. Miguel, why is it not Miguel Dorados? Right? It's Miguel Eldorados. Miguel Dorados would have been a great theme park character name, and I'm always very upset that they didn't do it. The Grape and Kiwi sparkling drink is also available and will be at Dockside Diner and Sebastian's Calypso Kitchen. The afternoon tea and berries and afternoon tea and peach are 900 yen each and will be available at the Red Food Truck near the American Waterfront. And a day pass with the Fantasy Springs design will be available for the Tokyo Disney Resort line starting April 8th. Meanwhile, for the merchandise, they have a Mickey and Minnie plush badge. These are them in those special costumes they'll be debuting. There's a Tomika Fantasy Springs boat. This is the Disney Sea resort steamer. Tokyo Disney Sea, sorry, the transit steamer is the correct name of that. I'm getting all my transit mixed up. There's a postcard set, a pin, a magnet, a logo keychain, a book keychain, a postcard set, pin set and Kinchaku set and a notepad set. And you may notice some of that merchandise features the official attraction posters for the 4 attractions that will open in the land on June 6th. For the absolute latest on these stories and all that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. In fact, WDW News Tonight is back this Thursday, so our post shows, which are exclusive to $7 and up WIGS members, will be back as of this Thursday as well. Special shout out to all of our WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
WDW News Tonight is our weekly comedy show combining the news of the week, comedy segments, thoughtful discussions, insane characters, parody commercials, games, and more. Watch live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. and become a WIGS member to get access to a bonus post show. Watch WDW News Tonight episodes anytime and live on YouTube, or get the audio-only version on iTunes and other podcast services.